So, my channel's underrated, huh? Wow. Never would have guessed. If you know me, you know that I like making content. I don't do it because of clout or popularity, I do it because I enjoy being an entertainer. Always have, always will. But as is typical of YouTube, and to no surprise my channel as well, there are a few videos of mine that have flown neatly under the radar. Here are the videos of mine that I believe are the most underrated. Before we begin, when I introduce each video, a card will appear in the top right. Just open it in a new tab if you're interested so you don't forget. Seriously, they're all worth the watch. With that said, let's start with a critique I did on a game that I genuinely believe is an 11 out of 10. Hades. This game is unreal, and the video shares close similarities with my Hollow Knight content, so it should feel familiar. I've spent more than enough time in this game just enjoying it. There's seemingly no end to the amount of content it offers, and the difficulty curve has been crafted masterfully. There's no shortage of quips, jokes, memes, and play on words in both the game and my critique, so if you need a new game to sink your teeth into, this is it. You won't regret it. Moving on, let's take it down a few notches to what is probably the calmest video I've ever made. It's an introspective look at a game called Himno. It was created as a sort of de-stressing tool by a game developer, but when playing, it forced some really interesting thoughts out of me. It's free on Steam, and honestly, on a rainy day, when you don't know what to do or where to go, this game will feel right at home. I highly recommend this one. Heading up the list might just be my most underrated video yet. It's a play on Doug's script writing talent where I played through a single day in hardcore Minecraft and documented my mischief. It's packed to the brim with existential crises, overkill editing, running gags, and dramatizations. If you've ever wondered what the inside of my brain looks like, this is the closest you'll ever get. Just don't go into it believing I'm sane. Next vid! I've covered introductory titles a few times on my channel, but none were as fun to create or as heavily edited as How to Dead Cells. If you've never even heard of this roguelike before, it's basically Dark Souls, but 2D. Like a certain other game I obsess over. It's ludicrously hard, packed full of Easter eggs, and has what could potentially be my most provocative introduction to date. If you're seeking an interesting look at another roguelike, this will be a fantastic use of your time. And finally, what could be the most in-depth script I've ever written. It has a beginning, a middle, and an end, and for once I managed to reach a conclusion I was happy with. It's not about any one game in particular, but is instead about how video games have changed me and how my views on them have altered in return. It talks about the different ways games can be played from dev intended to speedruns, while also asking what games mean to you. If you're looking for a video that will force a nostalgia trip straight out of your bones whether you're ready for it or not, this is that video. If you want to truly take the time to appreciate where you are now and how far you've come, this is that video. So when you're ready, click the link in the top right and see where your memories take you. And if you've made it all the way to the end, here are all the links again and in order. If one jumps out, click it and enjoy. Otherwise, I'd highly recommend adventuring through my channel's playlists. It covers almost all my content and there's something there for everyone.